Well, Bellringer fans, if you're watching this, you survived Krampus. I can't believe it. I figured about half of you would be out today trying to recover from getting thrown in a stream after being beaten with a stick by St. Nicholas's right-hand man. He takes care of the naughty children. Anyway, congratulations. Your reward for surviving Krampusnacht? Today's Bellringer.
All right. Hey now.
Mr. Kovacs class. It's Mr. Kovacs class.
You might learn a ton.
It's Mr. Kovacs class.
It's interesting too.
It's Mr. Kovacs class.
And he's super cool.
It's Mr. Kovacs class.
So I'm talking about mitochondria. Mitochondria, which is plural. Mitochondrion is one. And as we know from endosymbiotic theory is that mitochondria were probably once free-living prokaryotes, but their bubble was consumed and provided so much benefit to its host that it wasn't digested. And so that's how eukaryotic cells became into being. And so we call them now organelles, but they're pretty independent, right? They have their own DNA, they copy themselves, they don't need the nucleus to tell them what to do. So what's important about mitochondria? Well, as you know, they're the powerhouse of the cell. Of course, essential to our understanding of mitochondria and the power that cell provides, you read yesterday about Mr. Hans Krebs. And Krebs had a really interesting story because he grew up in Europe at a time during much political unrest and led to a couple of things. He had a dream job that he wasn't able to pursue because of monetary issues. And then once he finally got to where he wanted to be, political climates changed and he was no longer welcome in his own home country. He had to flee, had to leave. Okay. They wound up moving to England, where he taught at university, and then eventually came up with a theory about how mitochondria convert glucose, or at least the products of glucose, into usable cellular energy known as ATP. And that, of course, is what the mitochondria does. Mitochondria are the powerhouse of the cell. They take glucose particles and turn them into usable energy. Okay? My analogy is like ATP is like money. And when you eat sugars, when you eat food, you can cash them in right away in your cells just for a little bit of money. But if you can wait a little bit, if you can let the mitochondrion do its work, well, you'll get a ton more usable energy out of that glucose. Actually, 18 times more. All right, so this is what Krebs helped figure out, was how much energy and where it was produced, of course, in the mitochondrion. And we're going to talk about this process, how mitochondria makes usable, spendable energy at such a high rate. All right, today your Ed Puzzle's about cellular respiration. And then I'm going to talk a little bit more about how all of this works to put into our notes. Should be a great day. And again, congratulations on surviving Krampusnacht.